Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets ditched at the curb, spec sheet worship gets left in the glove box, and what you get is raw, unfiltered driving truth. If you're new here, buckle up and hit that subscribe button, because this isn't your average press kit parroting. We drive the cars, test the promises, and serve up verdicts without the fluff. Today, we've got something that might just rewrite how you think about midsize pickups at the 2026 Honda Ridgeline. Exterior. Let's get straight to it. Honda's Ridgeline has always been the black sheep in the pickup world. It's the truck for people who don't usually buy trucks, and Honda knows that. With the 2026 model, they've doubled down on that formula, but not without polishing it for a tougher, more capable feel. Whether that gamble pays off or not, well, that's what we're here to figure out. As soon as you see the 2026 Ridgeline, you notice one thing: this isn't the soft, rounded truck of the past. The front has been completely reworked. The grille is wider, chunkier, and more aggressive, clearly inspired by Honda's trail sport design language. It's flanked by slim, angular LED headlights that don't just look sharp, they actually are. Honda's DRLs and adaptive lighting give it real presence, day or night. The hood has gained a pair of muscular creases that give the truck more visual bite, and the bumper now feels like it was designed for a little racing, not just suburban duty. Swing around to the side and the profile is more squared off than before. A welcome update: the 2026 Ridgeline gets larger fender flares, more pronounced character lines, and depending on the trim, chunky all-terrain tires. Honda has done a smart job here, blending utility with city-ready proportions. You can still tell it's a unibody truck, the only one in its class A, but it's no longer trying to hide that. Instead, it owns its difference. The bed rails are higher, giving it a slightly taller silhouette, and the black cladding on the trail sport and sport trims finally feels functional, not just tacked on for looks. From the rear, it's more of the same philosophy. There's a more squared tailgate design, new LED taillights with a C-shaped signature, and a beefier bumper that looks more purpose-built than decorative. But the big win continues to be the dual-action tailgate. Honda's unique tailgate opens both downward and sideways, giving you flexibility for loading gear, groceries, or even a dirt bike. And yes, the in-bed trunk is still here, waterproof, drainable, and brilliant. Whether you're hauling camping gear or icing down drinks for a tailgate party, no other midsize truck offers this feature. Interior. Step inside, and you'll realize where Honda pulls away from the pack. The 2026 Ridgeline's interior has finally caught up to the competition and in some ways, surpassed it. Honda's redesigned dashboard ditches the old-school plasticky vibe and brings in soft-touch materials, a horizontal layout, and real stitching details. There's now a standard 10.2-inch digital gauge cluster and a crisp 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Honda's latest UI is smoother, snappier, and way more intuitive than what we saw in previous years. The center console has been widened for more storage and better ergonomics, and the shifter has been replaced by Honda's signature push-button gear selector. Love it or hate it, it frees up space. You also get wireless charging, more USB-C ports, and a 12-speaker Bose sound system on higher trims that finally makes the Ridgeline feel like a premium pickup. Seats are comfortable with better bolstering than before, and in trail sport trim, they come with water-resistant fabric, contrast stitching, and an embossed logo that reminds you, yes, you can take this thing off the beaten path now. In the back seat, the Ridgeline still dominates with class-leading rear legroom. The seats flip up in a 60-40 split, letting you haul everything from tools to dogs to bicycles inside without scratching the bed. Flat floor, low step-in height. It's just easier than most of its competitors, especially if you're using this as a family vehicle during the weekend. A weekend hauler. Now let's talk performance, because this is where things get interesting. The 2026 Ridgeline still rides on a unibody platform derived from the same underpinnings as the Honda Pilot, but that's not a bad thing. It means better ride quality, more comfort, and on-road stability that's unmatched in the midsize truck world. Under the hood, you'll find a revised 3.5-liter V6, making 285 horsepower and 262 pounds-feet of torque, a slight bump over last year. It's paired to Honda's 10-speed automatic transmission and an updated torque vectoring all-wheel drive system, which now reacts faster and sends more power rearward when you want it. 0 to 60 comes in just under 7 seconds, which isn't class-leading, but it's plenty quick for the real world. More importantly, the Ridgeline corners like no other truck in its class. Body roll is well controlled, steering is surprisingly responsive, and braking feels more car-like than truck-ish. It's easy to drive, easy to park, and smooth over broken pavement. If you're spending more time on highways than trails, the Ridgeline is still the king of comfort. That said, Honda hasn't ignored off-roaders this time. The new Trail Sport trim gets a 1-inch lift, all-terrain tires, steel skid plates, revised dampers, and retuned traction management for mud and sand. While it won't replace a Tacoma TRD Pro or Ranger Raptor on the Rubicon, it's now capable enough for overlanding, forest roads, or snow-packed trails. For most buyers, that's more than enough. Towing capacity remains at 5,000 pounds, with payload around 1,580 pounds, not groundbreaking, but perfectly fine for jet skis, small boats, or a 2-axle trailer. Fuel economy clocks in at around 19 miles per gallon city and 24 miles per gallon highway, a mild improvement thanks to tweaks in engine calibration and aerodynamics. Now let's talk numbers, the kind that hit your wallet. The base Ridgeline Sport starts around $41,000, which is a bit steeper than base Tacomas or Colorados, but you get more standard equipment, AWD, the dual-action tailgate, in-bed trunk, and Honda Sensing Safety Suite. Move up to the RTL at around $45,000, and you'll get leather seats, power everything, and a more upscale cabin. The new Trail Sport sits just above $47,000, while the fully loaded Black Edition tops out near $50,000. Yes, those numbers feel high for a mid-size truck, until you factor in everything you're getting. Honda doesn't nickel and dime you with packages. Most features are standard, and reliability is baked in. Long-term, Ridgelines stand to outlast rivals with fewer repairs and better resale. So, what's the final word? The 2026 Honda Ridgeline is still doing its own thing, but it's doing it better than ever. It won't out-tow a full size, it won't truck crawl like a Bronco, and it's never going to be the poster child for truck guy culture. But if you want a pickup that drives like an SUV, handles daily life better than the body-on-frame competition, and still has legit utility, this is your truck. Honda didn't cave to pressure. They didn't try to make the Ridgeline something it's not. Instead, they lean into what makes it unique and refined it in smart, useful ways. For the right buyer, and there are a lot of them, this is the most sensible, livable mid-sized truck on the road. No gimmicks, no macho overkill, just brains over brawn, in a good-looking, incredibly well-built package. That's it for today's review. If you like real-world car talk without the marketing noise, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Car Flash. Drop your thoughts below. Is the Ridgeline too soft for you? Or is it exactly what today's trucks should be? Until next time, keep it real, keep it trolling, and remember, the badge doesn't make the car, the drive does.